Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Life with Nisha. For those of you who are new here, I am a stay-at-home mom of 9 beautiful children. 3 out of my 9 children have autism, and I recently gave birth to identical twins, my second set of twins. But through him, I can and I will get through all things. So let's go. So I just got back from grocery shopping. The first store that I went to is Winco Foods, shopping for my large family, my family of 11. So let me take you guys along with me. Let's first start with unbagging all of these groceries. All right, you guys. So before we dive deep, don't forget to like, comment, share, or subscribe. I appreciate you in advance, and remember that really helps this channel out. So thank you again. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, the twins will be 2 months tomorrow. So time, where has it went, right? And of course, me being a new mom of 9, I have just been surviving. All right. I have not had like a schedule or routine, and it's been a minute since I have done a big shopping haul. So now is the time. A viewer asked me if I would be open to, doing a shopping video, a shopping haul. So here you go, girl. I gotcha. Now, honestly, it would be a lot easier for me to just have my groceries delivered to my doorstep, and I do that every once in a while. But me personally, I just prefer to get my own stuff because I feel like people just don't really care about your food like that, especially when you order produce. They're not going to take their time out to make sure your fruit is fresh and stuff. And no offense, but there's a lot of young people delivering groceries, and their work ethics is just not, you know, like older people. Again, no offense, but it's just the truth. And yeah, comment down below if you guys prefer to just have your groceries delivered, or if you are like myself and you just like to get your own stuff. I'm really gonna look into getting a membership like at Costco's or Sam's Club. I don't even know if Sam's Club is here in Arizona, but I feel like when you have a large family, buying in bulk is the way to go. Okay, finally. So now we have everything unbagged. So let me go ahead and show you guys everything that I have. So first, let's start with the frozen fruit. I've got some raspberries, some cherries, and some strawberries. I also got some blueberries, some blackberries, and then I also have some pineapple. I've got mango. I grabbed a bag of okra, some broccoli florets, and then also some Brussels sprouts. Next, we'll tackle the meats. So I got 2 packs of the chicken wingettes and drumettes. I love these because they have no antibiotics. I also have the beef sausages. I've got 4 packs of those. I also have these ground turkey rolls. I have 3 rolls. The kids really like to make tacos and stuff with these, my older daughters. I also have this pack of Jenny O Italian sausage, and it's actually pretty good. You guys should try it. What else did I get? I got 2 packs of the family pack of drumsticks, so we're going to use these up. I have a roast right here in the back. $23.84. It was reduced price, so that was a good buy. I have the Jenny O ground turkey to make turkey meatballs. The kids love when I make the turkey meatballs. I have a family pack of chicken thighs, and then I've got this pack of steak with 4 smaller steaks. Me and the kids will eat this. And then I also have a larger steak right here that I grabbed for my husband. So the steak was also reduced price. And then here in the back, I have this big old thing of ground beef, 93% lean. It was about $54 and some change. And I kind of felt like I should have purchased 2 of them, but I'm just going to section it off so that we can kind of spread the meat out and ration it out. Now over here, I have 2 packs of the frozen hash browns. I've got a pack of breast nuggets that are air fried, asparagus. I've got 2 boxes of the DiGiorno cheese pizza, just so we can use it when I just don't have the energy to cook or the time. We've got some fresh strawberries. We've got some strawberry Greek yogurt. And then we also have some Greek yogurt that is non-fat. So we've got the plain yogurt. We've got some plant-based butter. Let's see, we also have the oat milk so the kids can have milk with their cereal and smoothies. We have some hummus. We've got the roasted red pepper hummus. And then we also have the classic hummus. We also have some heavy whipping cream so we can make our own ice cream. We have an ice cream machine. So since it is now summertime, we are going to be making tons of ice cream. I also have the orange juice so we can make like frozen yogurt. I've got eggs, 18 in the pack right here, the brown eggs. So over here we have some of these carrots. We have some avocados, some ripe avocados. We've got some mangoes. I've got this green bell pepper, some onions, and then a bag of pink lady apples. Over here, I have 2 jars of applesauce, so the little ones will eat this up. I also have the gluten-free honey cornbread, so I can have some, just, a piece. It does have a little bit of added sugar, and I'm trying to cut back on that. But I also have some of the chicken broth. I've got the reduced sodium. Trying to cut back on salt as well. Let's see what else we have. We have these 2 boxes of Velveeta mac and cheese. And then we have this right here, the sleep chewable tablets with melatonin. I'm going to try these out with my 3 kids with autism, and we're going to see how these play out. I also have the apple cider vinegar. We've got 100% grapeseed oil. I also have this big old bag of pure cane sugar. I need to probably get some coconut sugar as well, but we'll be using this sugar for bacon and things like that. Add a little bit in our oatmeal. We also have some honey. Can't go wrong with the honey. We also have some barbecue sauce. We love barbecue sauce in my household. We've got the sticky sweet, and then we just have the original big old box of cinnamon toast crunch. And then we also have this little remedies, this grape water that I want to try out for the twins. The twins have been very gassy lately because I haven't been breastfeeding as much as I feel like I should. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to start pumping a little more to get my milk supply up because I don't want them, crying and screaming. I'm also going to try this Slumber and Sleep Essential Oil Vapor Roll On. It's supposed to help with sleeping. So I'm going to try this tonight. We'll see how it goes. We also have some of this lemon juice for frozen yogurts. We have some organic gummy bears for the little ones. It doesn't have all those artificial dyes and stuff like that. I've got some peanut butter, but it's not for me. It's for the kids. So, I do have an addiction to peanut butter, so I'm going to stay away from it. We also have this big old box of mashed potatoes. We've got some apple cinnamon rice cakes. Josiah loved these. I can snack on them as well because they are gluten free. And they have, I think, about 3 grams of added sugar, so that's not too bad. And then we also have this big old bag of rolled oats. I probably should have got 2 of these, but we're just going to work on this one bag for now. We use this for tons of different things. Okay, so what do we have next? We've got this big old bag of party-sized Cheeto Puffs. So some of my children like this. I've also got the bag of nacho chips, tortilla chips. So I probably should have got 2 bags, but hey, I've got 2 boxes of sandwich bags with 90, so I have 180 in them. I use these to pack lunches for my 3 kids with autism. I also have the hefty slider gallon bags. I really like to use these. And then I also have the jumbo 2.5 gallon bags. So these come in handy for sure. I've got some baking soda. And then I have these 2 boxes right here for the fridge and the freezer. So this will keep the fridge and the freezer fresh. And then we also have some parchment paper and we have some wax paper. We also got some containers. It's like a set of 14 and then it's also BPA free. So these will come in handy. I really needed these. And then what else do we have? We also have this bread over here. I just got 1 loaf of bread because we really don't eat that much bread in my household. We also have these single spring water bottles that were $1 a piece, which was a good buy to me. We've got some prune juice, and then we have these big old things of apple juice over here. We've got 2 of them. I really need to stock up on a lot more apple juice. And then we also have these pretzels over here. Before I forget, I use these pretzels for my kids' lunches. And then we also have this electrolyte solution, Kinder Light. So it doesn't have all the added dyes and all that, high fructose corn syrup. I got this for Josiah because recently Josiah has caught like a stomach bug and he's been throwing up on and off. So I've got this for him. We'll also do a bunch of ice water and stuff to try to get his electrolytes up. The flavor is strawberry, so I think that he, will drink this. I mean, we'll see. So these are all of our spices and our seasonings. I'm going to go ahead and restock the seasoning drawer. A viewer mentioned that I was low, and I'm glad she did because it didn't even cross my mind. So let's go ahead and look at all the different things that we have. I've got some bay leaves. I've got Italian seasoning. I've got 2 things of the onion powder, 2 things of garlic powder, 2 things of red peppers. And then I also have 3 things of parsley. This little area, we use this stuff up quite a bit. Over here, I have thyme, chili, paprika. I have some oregano, basil leaves, some chives over here, some cumin, and then two things of cinnamon over here. So we'll be pretty much stocked up for a little bit. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead and section off this ground beef. So yeah, my girls have pretty much made it back, and I'm choosing to do this instead while they watch the little ones, the twins, Josiah, that type of thing. I actually enjoy grocery shopping, and so I don't mind, doing the work. And I do get a little break from the twins when my girls are watching them, or when my husband is present. So I do appreciate that. Okay, so I feel like I'm getting somewhere finally. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead and smash up the meat, try to spread it out as evenly as possible. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna have about 5 sections all together from this big old thing of ground meat. And believe it or not, this really isn't even gonna last my family that long. I feel like I'm kind of at the point where I need to find a butcher. I need to get a deep freezer, put it in the garage, and I need to find a butcher. I feel like that actually is going to save us way more money in the long run. I mean, yeah, we'll be paying hundreds up front, but again, in the long run, it's going to pay off. So, in just a little bit, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how much I spent. Ooh, things are so expensive. The cost of living is just going up, 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 and away. Wow, I remember when I was a child, I remember you could go to the candy store, with a few pennies, and you could load up. Like, you could walk out of there with a pocket full of candy, and you just went in there with 10 cents. And it's like, wow, you're not going to get nothing these days with $1. I mean, the Dollar Tree stuff isn't even $1 anymore. But that's inflation for you. Yeah, but anyways, I really need to hurry up with this because it is getting late and the twins are starting to fuss. So yeah, let me hurry up. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys along with me while I clean out this seasoning drawer and get everything restocked. So before I end the video, I would like to share something with you all. So when I was, deciding, do I want to go ahead and record the shopping haul now? My flesh was like, girl, no. Like, you can be doing many other things. Just hurry up and go shopping and then hurry up and put that stuff up. But I fought against my flesh because every single day on a constant basis, we are battling our flesh. The battle is within, okay? And so I did not feel like grocery shopping and coming back to the house and recording. But I said, you know what? I'm going to push myself because I know that if I just keep moving forward, I know that there's going to be a reward for me. And so I just have to just keep going in the right direction. Okay. And I feel like someone needed to hear that because a lot of times when you start a YouTube channel, truthfully, you do not feel like recording. You really have to learn to work when you don't feel like working. And that's just a part of life. And I think when you have a 9 to 5 job, it's easier because you get a paycheck, every week or every 2 weeks, or you get salary or whatever. But, when you're starting off with your YouTube channel, you're really not making no type of money. So you're not going off of money. So you have to dig deep, remember your why and discipline yourself. Work when you don't want to work. Okay, so I had one more store that I needed to go to, which was Walmart. And these are the items that I got when I went to Walmart. All right, so let's kind of dive into it. I got this 100% cacao. We use this for, drinks, smoothies, brownies, those type of things. And then I also have these Olipop classic grape flavor. These things are so good. Levi and Mariah love these drinks, just as I do. I've got some more peanut butter. It's not for me. The kids already started diving into the peanut butter, so I've got some more of that. And then we also have 2 bags of the goat milk. I do supplement goat milk with the twins. And then we've got some of this spring water right here, just 2 gallons. Let's see what else we have. We have these 2 big old things of apple juice because remember I said I needed to stock up. More bananas. We run through bananas in my household. We also have, some Lysol, the 2 pack, because like I said, Josiah does have like a stomach bug. We also have some disinfectant wipes, a pack of 4. We've already opened up 1 pack. So we've got this right here. We also have in the back here this big old box of Huggies. It's a size 4, 180 count diapers for Josiah, my 19-month-old. So that's going to last us for a while. And then over here behind the apple juice, we have another box of Huggies size 1 for the twins, 96 count. I'm pretty sure this won't last them for that long, but that's okay. And then over here, we have a big old box of wipes, Parents' Choice, 1600 count. So we're probably going to fly through these as well. So the total spent was $700.27. Okay, you guys, we've reached the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And as always, I will catch you on the next video. Bye.